that this meeting goes well because I just seem to have a network issue. I've been going off and on since the meeting started. All right, but it's good to know that you all can hear me. I mean, you can hear me. I want to believe that every other person here can also hear me too. As a shape, I would just like to hear from any other person on the call to confirm that they can hear me clearly.
We can hear you, sir.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you.
I can hear you
All
clearly.
right. Oh, thank you. Great. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah. Safarine, so the first person that spoke, it sounded as if you're cold. Like, is it the weather? I know it's rain. Yeah. I don't know if it's raining in you guys area. I don't know if you're like in Lagos. I don't know if probably we're all scattered um around Nigeria, right? But that's fine. I think we should just even do that till like let's just start with that so we can just familiarize ourselves. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Michael Marakinyo, as you would see on the call. I'm a program manager at this factory company, and I reside there in Lagos. I think that's for now. I would just like to hear from you guys. So just quickly, just this is just like a 2, 3, 5 minutes in. So just jump on the chat, your name and where you're joining from, right? So not for everyone, we'll just do it for like first 3 minutes, right? So just drop your name and where you're having this call from. Like for instance, Michael Marakinyo, Lagos, something like that. Or are we all from Lagos? Let me just if we're okay, I just say different state now, Abuja. All right, great. Obianuju, thank you. You're the first on our list. All right, I'd just like to see a few from other persons. Okay, yeah, but that's fine. So you are great. Oh, I'm receiving this. Shifa, I don't know if you can help me. Oh my, I have been speaking and speaking. I didn't even know my mic. Shifa, please, can you help me unmute? Can you mute this person? I'm just going to mute or.
Okay. Michael, we can't actually hear you.
Hi everyone. Sorry about that. Honestly, this network thing. But I am very sure that this wouldn't happen again because I just had to change where I was before, right? So I want to believe that network now would be stable. All right. Just to confirm that you all can hear me. Just can you guys just can someone just drop a message on the chat that you can hear me so that I can proceed? Okay, great. Thank you, Noah. All right, thank you so much. All right. So, yeah, thank you. I see your messages. Thank you so much. So, now straight to what we have. You know, sorry about this noise. Because of network, I've had to leave a very quiet place to a place that might be a little bit noisy. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so we can just quickly, go on about, a few things around digital tools and tools that you could use in the workspace, right? But before I just even share my screen, I would just like to just, hear from one or two persons. Probably it could be, I'm not even, I'm sure. Yes, there would be one or two persons there that, that have worked, in a firm or they've actually had that experience, right? Or working in the workplace and having to use different digital tools, right? So I'd just like to just, hear from a few persons um, what they are doing currently, right, and the idea they have around or what they know so far about digital tools that can be used in the workplace. I don't know if my question is clear. So if you know you want to speak, I would just like to see one or two persons just put your hand up and I could lift you, I could unmute you and so you could speak. So what I'm asking is, I just want to just know what you're doing currently, right, and also what your understanding or your experience, right, with what you can do with digital tools. I don't know if that was clear, because I'm expecting responses. So if at some point you can't hear me or probably I'm not really clear, just let me know. You can drop a message and also you could just meet your mic and speak. All right, thank you. I see Hassan Rafiat. Yeah, yeah, you can unmute your mic, please. Let me hear from you. Thank you. Yeah, Hassan, you can unmute your mic.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon. It's
Good
it's
morning,
12, it's
everyone.
12:17 here in
Okay,
Nigeria.
so it's afternoon.
Yeah,
Good
it's 12.
afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. I'm an intern at GMSI, Digital Marketing Skills Institute.
Sorry,
So
sorry. Can you say
yeah,
that again? It's a bit
I said
muffled.
I said
Okay.
my name is Rosetta Bimbola Azan. So I just finished serving. So for currently I'm an intern at GMSI, Digital Marketing Skills Institute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. So you said you're an intern, right?
Yes, at GMSI,
Okay.
Digital Marketing Skills Institute. So I'm familiar with tools like ChatGPT and all
Great.
these frameworks, all these Google Drive, even this Zoom. They are all digital tools that are they help in fastest our work and they assist to relieve the workload. They make everything easier and faster and they help to increase work productivity. That's what I can say for now.
Great.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Yes, yes, great. Awesome.
Yes. And there are
Thank
so
you.
many things like Grammarly. I use it for the content writing,
Yeah,
frameworks. So all these
exactly.
tools are digital skills and using digital tools. Thank you.
Thank, thank you so much. Thanks so much, Rafiat. I really appreciate that you had to, speak about this too. Yes, and so one keyword you had said is that, they make, so they improve productivity, right? Yeah, that's what you had said, and I completely agree with you. Okay, I see Patience saying she's not familiar with Good Drive. Don't worry. So as a matter of fact, because of time, because if we have to go in depth with like everything you need to know about, digital tools and how you can, using them in the workspace. We're talking about like sessions for over 70, not even 70, like days, if you understand what I mean, because that will not even require us to go in depth in what these various tools can do and how you can navigate them to help you, improve productivity at work, right? So it's going to take like a whole lot of time. So, but for the purpose of this class, try to just, work with time. We're just going to just leverage on Google Workspace, right? So yes, we'll definitely talk a bit about, a few other softwares, applications that that you should know, right? But why not just really go deep into it, but just for you to just be aware of them. And okay, Vivo V207. Okay, thank you. So just for you to just be aware of, these tools and what they can do, right? Maybe after the class, you can also just go try them. Like I always tell, my friends, my colleagues, there is nothing that you would not see on Google if you ask them, right, to help you out with what you can do, on how you can navigate any tool, or how you like how you can use any tool, I mean, right? So if I even mention a few things that probably we don't speak too much about it, if you take a note of it and you go on Google, right, to ask questions about it, they will give you a breakdown on how you can, use them. If you can even watch videos. Anyway, let me just go too deep on that. We'll come back to that later on. Right. So yeah, Rafia, so thank you. You've mentioned Grammarly, you've mentioned ChatGPT, you mentioned what else did you mention? Yeah, but anyways, I heard you mention Grammarly and ChatGPT, these are great, not even great. These are powerful tools, right? They do a lot of assistance for us, right? So first and first, um, let's just go straight to, like I said, we're going to be leveraging more on Google Workspace, right? So I just Google accounts. Because if you don't have Google account, I'm so sorry, you would not be able to even use this. There's no way you'll be able to, use the Google Workspace, right? So if you don't even have one, I think this is the time when you need to have one. I don't think there's anybody here on the call that wouldn't even have one. Yeah, there used to be a time where we usually have Yahoo and other email. So if at some point you want to speak, just put your hand up. Asan, you can put your hand down so that it doesn't confuse me when somebody else is put their hand up. So I've just lowered your hand now. But if at some point maybe you want to just say something, right, you can just put your hand up. Or if you have any question, or if you have any opinion, or whatever thing you want to say, like a contribution, you can also just use the chat, right? Just to make the class more interactive. All right. So as I was saying, so you need to have uh, Raoul and the rest back then. But then again, as of now, what is now mostly okay. Okay, thank you. All right. So what most of the time, if you have line, they're usually connected to Google. They are off. Facebook, almost everything are all connected to platform. Oh, okay. So it's very, very important that you don't even have one. Let me just confirm. Do you have a Gmail account, like email account connected to Google? If you have one, then you actually don't have a Google account because they are all connected. So as long as you already even have a Gmail account, you have a Gmail account, great. So please confirm if can see my screen. If I was in your shoe, I was like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm getting tired already, honestly, because sometimes I can run out of patience. All right. Yeah, so thank you for still staying on the call. Okay, so quickly, let me just share my screen and let's do this very, very fast. All right. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Please, can you see my screen? Can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, great. So this is, let me try and take this off. So that doesn't affect uh hide video panel. Okay. Uh-huh. Nice, much better. So this is not mine, just so you know, you can see this is designyouronline@gmail.com, right? So for patients that must have asked that question, you can see designyouronline@gmail.com. So definitely you have an email address that has your name and at gmail.com, right? So with this, with that I mean, you can access the Google Workspace, if you get what I mean, right? So basically, if you are if you have a laptop, so for everything that I would have to speak about should be done on the system. Yes, you can use your phone, to navigate all of it that I'll be talking about. But then again, it's best, if you use your system, right? Because you get to see it in its full what's the word now? Like the full extent, right, of that particular tool. So when you use the phone, sometimes it can limit you. They are all there, like all of the things you would do on the system, they are actually on the phone. But then again, you might find it very, very difficult to locate. You understand? So, but once you're on the laptop, the bigger screen, so you get to see everything, right, clearly. All right. So if you're using a system, right, and you just go straight to your Chrome,
right? You go, so or definitely you should have a Chrome already on your system or on your laptop, sorry, or on your phone, whichever one, right? And you just, you search for, I would have loved to show you how it can work on the phone, but regardless, instead of you accessing all of those things on your browser from your phone, you can as well just download the software, that's the apps. Let's use the word apps now. You can download the apps on your phones, even to even use these tools. But like I said, we're not going to go so much around that. That would even take much of our time. And moreover, I'm sharing from my screen, so we're going to work with what we can see on a PC, right? This is my own personal workspace, right? Let me just go back to where I was before. I wanted to just do something from the scratch, like something afresh. All right, so this is one. So if you would see this, you'll see the Google Apps, right? A lot of them there, right? You would see down to this area, you'll see Google Sheets, Finance, Slides, Books, Blogger, Keep, Jamboard, Classroom. I don't really use any of all of these things anyways. What I use mostly is just the Finance, Docs, Sheets, Slides. You see this first four apps you're seeing here? Yeah, that's where you find me on. Then yeah, Google Form. We'll also speak more about Google Form too, because I know that it's something very, very relevant for this session. Yeah. Where's my book? Because I know I took note of something that I might want to speak about. All right, then lastly, the Google Drive. So Google Drive is where you have all of your data, all saved, on the Google space. Where's the drive now? Yeah, Google Drive. So over here, you could see your account. This is when you're searching for anything like Google search, right? Google Map, YouTube, Play Store, Google News, then Gmail. Now this is where you can access your mail, right? Let me just open each and every one of them, just one after the other, right? So for you that you already even have, that you know that you have a Gmail account, this is where it's going to appear. And so that automatically means that you even have access to the Google space. Just going back to where I had all of that. So back to this place. So I'll just go straight now to Google Docs, right? Now, so most of us, we are used to using Microsoft Word to type, but we don't know that there are also other things that we could do even more than the things that Microsoft Word would limit us to, that Google Doc would even grant us access to. Like there are a lot of things that you can do on Google Docs. So both Microsoft Word and Google Docs, they work perfectly fine. Yeah, there's some time when I want to use Microsoft Word, right, and it makes so much sense because there are a little bit of things that so there are some tools that you would see on Microsoft Word that you can just easily navigate for those that have been using Microsoft Word for a very long time. If you come down to Google Docs, you might not easily identify those things. But then again, most of these things are on Google Docs. It's just you having to find where they are. Yeah, so Google Docs just makes it very easy for you to just, so the interface, the look of Google Docs, let me just open it for the sake of those that do not use this, right? So this is Google Doc right now. Okay. Why is it taking time to open? Patience. So you can drop any message that you have. I'm not just speaking to patience alone, just so in case anybody like, okay, I'm just directing to patience. So it's just because of a question, right? And yeah, these are part of the things I was going to talk about. So a question has sort of like prompted me to just dive straight into this. You understand? So at any point, if you have a question, or maybe you don't even understand how I even got to what you are seeing on the screen, just draw my attention back to it. You understand? Draw my attention back to it so that I will just put you through on that. All right. So this is Google Doc, right? So these are documents I've worked on in the past, right? You'll see them all shown as recent documents. Now, for you to start something afresh, you'll see a blank document, just like the way you'd have it on Microsoft Word. I think most of us are familiar with Microsoft Word, at least if at a point you've typed on the system, it must have been in Microsoft Word, right? So now this is the Google Doc, very similar to Microsoft Word. And so one very Sorry, just hold on. Okay, great. So for me, why I love to use Google Doc, because it's just very, very easy for me to just, navigate. If I want to share a document, if I want to, collaborate with someone on a document, all of this can easily be done on Google Docs. So you can have, more than one person working on the document, right? So you can even see what the person is even doing on the document, just at the same time you are there. I would like to share, I don't know if most of us are connected with our laptop, right? I would just like to maybe just share a link so that we can see what we can all do together on this sheet. Please just let me know if you're all connected with your laptop. Like if any of you are connected with your laptop, and but if no, that's fine. That's still fine. Okay. It's taking us through workspace. Okay, nobody, right? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So I'll just continue with what I have for now. All right, so first thing first, you can see this. So unlike some that you just have to, first of all, when you're doing your document, you have to now go and save. Right here, you can easily just save anything. Let me just put this as YTP good doc. Sorry, good doc. And so when you've done this, you don't even need to even like manually save it. Automatically it saves on your Google Drive, right? It saves on your Google Drive. Let me go back to, sorry, let me just open another page so that I can show you the Google Drive itself. So right here, like I said, where you have all of this, every single thing that is on the Google space. That I mean, when I'm talking about data, I'm talking about your slides, talking about your sheets, that's your Google Sheets, right? I'm talking about your Google Doc, right? Talking about your form, most of the things you're seeing around here, right? Not all of these things, some of the things that you're seeing around here, you'll find them all on your Google Drive. So this is the Google Drive, right? Network is so slow that it's even taking time for this things to open. Well, I'm just happy that you all can hear me now. Okay. So this is the Google Drive, and this is just how it looks. Okay, it's still loading. Just really pray that this network doesn't slow down this class. Okay, wow, interesting. All right, great. Now you can see this. Welcome to Drive, right? So this is my drive. So everybody had access to their own drive. So as long as you have, a Google account, you have a Google Drive already, right? So, and all of this are saved on the cloud. This is not like saved on your system or on your phone, right? They are all, saved on the cloud, right? So you can easily access them at any point. So even though you lose your system or you lose your phone, as long as you have your Google account active and still running, you know the password and all. So at any point that you log into on any system or any devices, you can access this drive. You can easily, access the drive and download whatever document that has been saved on the drive. So this is just one I created. Remember that I had opened the Google Doc, right? And on the drive, you can see here my home, right? What I've just opened recently. And this is it, YTP Google Doc, right? This is just what I opened. As you can see, you modified 12:56 p.m., which is like few minutes ago, right? So all of this is all saved there. So for everything you work on, they're all saved there. So you don't even have to even go through the stress of having to save manually. You understand what I'm saying? This also applies for your Google Sheet. For instance, as you can see this over here, this is actually the Google Sheet, but I don't want to open this right now. You understand? So now on going back to the document, which is the same thing that we have here, right? If I should click on this now, it will show the this document is open somewhere else. Okay. So, all right, great. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because it's still loading. But on the norm, so I told you some of you guys might be connected. So if that I'll share the link because I can share the document with you and we could all, type on it at the same time. Like for instance, so if you get if so some companies actually use this, maybe not all, some companies have like different workspace that they use, right? And it might not even really be this great. I have see what I wanted to show you. So you can see this design your online. This is showing because I opened it here. So if I should place my cursor, if I should place my cursor down here, sorry, just dismiss this. If I should place my cursor down here, you would see it on this other document. This is the original one on this document, but the other one, you can see it here.
It's 1
So
o'clock.
for every other person that has access to this document, which you can grant access to through this. So when you click on share, you can easily grant anyone access to this document, right? You can make them see the document without having to edit. Anyone with the link. So when you click on view, they can only just view the document. They can't edit on the document. But you can also just click on editor. So once you click on editor and you copy the link. So I was going to copy this link and send to you all on the group chat, on the chat, I mean, right? So that we can, jump on this same document, and maybe just type one or two things so that so we can all see that we can all be on the same document at the same time, right? So this is just to help, a team where they are all working on a particular document, as opposed to everybody working on different documents. So everybody can be on the document, and we get to see how the document is progressing, how any assigned aspect of the work on the sheets, how any team member is working on it, what is being put on the document, and at some point, if you have any correction, you can make corrections. So a lot of things can be done on it. You can even have comments. You can make suggestions on the document. So with this, you can do a lot of things, but I don't want to just go too deep into that, right? So this is something that you can easily create, right? You don't even need to have to go through using the Microsoft Word. Then again, I'm not discrediting the use of Microsoft Word. Please do not get it wrong. Microsoft Word has its own uniqueness, so they all have their own uniqueness, right? So there's usually this stuff that they call, SharePoint, and you can also, collaborate with other team members or, whoever you want to just share your document with, and they can have access to that document and also edit on the document. So that can also work on that, but sometimes that can be a little bit more for Microsoft, for like the Microsoft 360. I think that's what it's called, right? It can be a whole lot. It's not complex per se, but it's not just so straightforward as you would have it here um, on Google, right? On Google Workspace, right? So this one is just very easy. Just have um, an account, right? And you can access all of this straightforward. Like I said, if you have any questions on this, just drop a message in the chat. I'm seeing some questions. I'm seeing some messages already. Please, is there any help you can recommend for those that don't have PC so that they can also practice? Yes, like I said, you can do this. It's because I don't want to connect my phone right now. For everything I'm doing right now on this system, you can do this on your phone. Just so you know. So let me see what I can quickly do. Sorry, just a second, please. My battery is running low. I need to plug it. Okay. So if you go on, yeah, it's charging now. So if you check your phone, if you're using an Android and you're using an iPhone, whatever it is, right? If you check your browser, that's by browser I mean Chrome. You know, we have Firefox, we have we have Mozilla and the rest, right? You have the normal browser that comes with your phone, right? So, but you need to have a Chrome, like a Chrome browser. That's the only way you can use the Google Workspace. So for everything I'm saying, you can do them on your phone. You can even create a form using your phone. But like I had mentioned, it can be a little bit stressful. You get For someone like me, it's not so much of a stress because over time I've been able to, practice with it because there was a time when when you work from home and you have to move around with your phone and you can't probably use your laptop. You learn how to, use all of these things using your phone, create a form on your phone, create a document on your phone, do a lot of things on your phone. But like I said, it's a whole lot. Like it takes a while for someone to, to adapt to using a phone, to work on this. So you don't need an app per se. Answering your question, you don't need an app. You don't need an app. If you don't have Chrome, I think most phones comes with Chrome. But if not, you can go on the Play Store, right? You can just download directly from any browser, I think. Download Chrome, then log in using your Google account, right? Like I said, we all have Google accounts, so you just log in using your Google account and you can access this. So aside that, what you can also do is that you can also download it directly. So if you have a Google Play Store on your phone, right, you can search for Google Doc, Google Sheets, all of these things that you see on the Google Workspace. Where is it again? Yeah, all of this that you see here, they are all apps that you can download, right? You can download it, of course. YouTube is usually there on the knob, right? So you can have this on your phone. You can download this on your phone. You can download the Google Sheet on your phone, even the Google Slides on your phone as well, right? So all of this can be accessed with your phone. I think also with the Google Form too, you can do that too. But you don't necessarily have to do that if you have the Chrome. With the Chrome, you can also just access it directly from your phone. All right. So let me just go back to this. So let's assume that you have this already on your phone, right? So like I mentioned, you can make somebody a collaborator, right? By easily just adding anybody that you want to add on the sheet. So maybe you're working on a document and you want somebody to see what you're working on. And you don't want to just download and send to them for them to review, but you want them to see what you're working on at the time you're working on it, right? So all you need is just to, either you want them to be an editor where they can edit the document, or you want them to just view and that would update, or you want them to just comment. So the highest thing anybody can do with the link once you share with them is that once you share them this link, they would access this document, right? And they can put comments on it. So that's the only thing that we're able to do. And where can you make comments on your document? For instance, if I type having a session, Google Workspace. So you can just come down here and you can see editing suggestion view. So suggestion, once you click on this, for everything you do, can you all hear me? Showing that I'm having a network issue again. Can someone just confirm it if you can hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you could see suggestion, right? So if I click on this, if I should highlight this now, add comments. If I had a comment, this is looking great. Comment. So you can see that this is highlighted. So for every time anybody sees this, you can see that there's a comment on this, and they can easily just see the comment from here, right? You can even react to the comments, right? Whatever it is, but most of the time we don't do this because this might not be looking a bit unserious. Anyways, you can also just add your own comment to it or what you think. And let's assume that we have a lot of persons on this document, like we have like 5 team members on this document, right? And how do they have access to this document? Like I said, is when we share with them, and make them an editor or maybe as a viewer. So when we have that, you can tag them because they're on the document. You can always tag them at, okay, so these are people that I've worked with already. So you can see them. So at Michael, once I click on this, so Michael on this document will know that yes, this area of this document has been, so they've had to like draw his attention. I'll put it that way. They've had to draw his attention to that part. Maybe if he has to make a correction, or probably there's a suggestion, right? Maybe they feel like this could have been written, better. So what could have been done? Okay, suggestion, and let's say if you want to edit, let's say you want to edit this or you want to delete this, you can just put something else of what you think, or better still, you can type anything. Okay, this is already a suggestion. That's why it's showing on this color, actually. So this might be confusing for you guys now, actually, because I've had to just say different things. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Yeah. So because I clicked on suggestion, right? Any single thing I type here would be a suggestion. Now, whoever that's on the document would have to agree to it. For instance, this is a session on how to use the Google Workspace. Now, and I cancel this, cancel. Now, this is showing like this. Why it's showing? Because this is the suggestion. Now, whoever that is suggesting this will be shown here. So assuming, so this is showing design online. For whoever that is doing this, assume maybe a team member called Michael was the one working on this. His name will be shown here as Michael, and this is what he has suggested. So replace this document, replace this word with having a session on how to use the Google Workspace with this is a session on how to use Google Workspace. Now, if I click on this, or whoever that is on this document should click on this, accept suggestion, it will take out what I had previously, and it will now change back to what this person suggested. Now, in this case, Design Your Online suggested this. Once I click on this now, it changes. Click. You see this now. It changes to this is a session on how to use the Google Workspace. So I know some of you guys might not really, maybe you might not really understand this. For some of us might even know this already before now, but for some of us that don't really know this. So this is just things that you would see, right? Once, maybe like if you are in a workspace setting, you understand, they have to use a tool like this, right? So you just see where a document where you have to collaborate with someone, and you see a lot of suggestions, you see a lot of comments. So some of the times you would have to agree, sometimes you would have to disagree. What if you want to disagree? There was a part.
You see that I don't see that. In fact, I'm intentionally. This person that called me, I have 7 missed calls on my phone.
I need to mute this person. Who is this on the call? Ibrahim or Joy, one of you. But I'm muting you all already. All right. Thank you for that. Okay. So back to this. Let me take this out. Okay, great. So this at the same time, so you can also just click on this, whatever discussion it is. And so we're back to the main document without suggestions, without any comments, right? So this and many more. I wish I can really go too deep into what you can do on the Google Doc, right? But there's a whole lot. So what I usually tell people, I usually advise them, right, to take out time to check out all of these things that you see, right? Check out all of these things that you see. Most of the times, you might feel like they're not useful, but they are very, very useful. For instance, also there's something I do sometimes. If I don't want to just go via my inbox to start having to download a document and send. If this is a document I want to share with somebody, right, like send as an email, and I don't want to share through this means, right, I can just email the document directly from here. because this is a Google workspace. So it's connected to everything around your account. This is connected to your Gmail, right? So if you just click on this on file, I can email this file straight up. Okay, what's going on? Email this file. Mhm. So there's supposed to be like a pop-up box here. I don't know why that isn't working. Am I still connected to the internet? Okay. All right. So also another thing you also need to know is that not that you, okay, I heard someone. All right. So most of the time for this to be very, very active, I'd always recommend that you use this. Okay. Sorry, sharing is unavailable at the time. Oh, okay, okay. Now I see. So sometimes that could happen as a result of network. And when you try to do it multiple times, it should work now. Okay. This is just then. All right. So because most of the time, network system, you need to also ensure that you are. I don't know if you guys can see this message. Your internet connection is unstable. So that's why I'm having that issue. And now it has just dropped another message now. That's why I'm unable to share that. So you also need to ensure that you have a stable network, right? For you to be able to even use the Google Workspace, Google Workspace. Then just to give you a small what would I call it now? New document. Sorry, they are usually samples to almost every single thing. New document. Yeah. So there are templates that you could use for whatever thing you want to use. Oh, okay. This will work the way I wanted it to work. Cancel. Yeah, from template gallery. Yeah. So this is not, everything that you would find. But sometimes, they also give you samples of whatever thing you're looking for. So if you need anything, like you need to create something, you can generate any from here and just adopt to your own style, like personalize it. Also some other thing that you could use, right? Maybe like a sample of a meeting note, maybe like you are a secretary, assume that you just have to create something from scratch yourself, right? If you don't want to just go search on Google, you can also just use samples that you can get from this space. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Almost all samples you can get from here. So these are templates that you could use, right? So let me just go back to Patience. Are you on the call? I want to confirm if you are following and every other person that don't really know how to do this. Okay, something like this. Plus the audible. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know I was not audible enough, Seraphine. What about now? I'm just reading your message. Please, am I audible enough now? Can you hear me? Hello? I just saw a message now saying that I'm not audible enough.
We can hear you now, sir.
Okay, great.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Who sent the screenshot? Did I share a link? Or was I the one that how am I seeing the screenshot? Whoever that sent this, please can you explain? Or are you doing this from your end? Because I know I didn't get to this point. That's what I'm wondering. But either ways, let's just move on. So okay. Sorry, I had left where I was before. Okay, great. Now, there are also other things that you could do, right? So I'm just going to go through slide. I only like to go through slide because that's one thing that, I use a lot. So I want to just confirm before I move to slides. Patience, are you on the call? Do you now know how to, gain access to a Google Doc? Patience, are you on the call? Please, if you have anything, just let me know. All right. Are you following this? Can you like access all of this that I've just shown so far? All right. While you are responding to that, let me just move ahead. So Google Slides. Okay, see your message. I'm with you. All right, thank you. So Google Slides, I don't know if you can see my screen. So I just went through Google Docs now. Google Slides now. Now, Google Slide, this is where you create your PowerPoint presentation, as opposed to having to use the ones you get from Microsoft, right? So on Google now, on the Google Workspace, there are also, apps that you could also use to create slides. Now, this is the Google Slide, and there are also templates. There are templates that you could use as well, just like how you have templates for Google Docs, just as I've shown you here. There are also templates that you can also get from Google Slides too, right? If you search for template gallery, you see templates, you see general presentation, you see where is it again? Portfolios, proposal templates, pitch templates. Sometimes these templates are not really exactly what you want to use, but it's just a way to start off something, right? For those that do not have like a professional template that they want to use, right? So this can also suffice. Like you can use this and it will definitely fly. It will be well presentable, if you understand what I mean, right? So you could get samples that you could use, right? And remodify it. So when you are having issues of having to create slides, you don't have to now having to, go search for, go online on how you can create slides. You can use your Google Slides. So let's give an example now. Maybe I want to create a presentation chart, right? Or maybe proposal, like in your case now, general presentation. In case it's not the proposal, right? So if I click on this, mind you, you can create from scratch. I'm just showing you templates anyways. So you can always create from scratch, and maybe some of us that we are very good at designing slides, right? It's just something that we just have, inside of us, and we don't need any templates, right? Maybe you've had to go through YouTube on how to create a very good slide. So you can just create from scratch. But in this case now, I'm just picking up a template, and wow, this network thing is a problem. It's taking time for my slides to open, right? And so just like Google Docs too, you can share, your slides, through a link. Oh, this was a mistake. I clicked on present. Okay. Now you can share your slide. You can, have people as collaborators so that you can also work on the slide with you. Maybe if you're working on a presentation and you are not working on it alone, you can start up something and share the link with a couple of other persons, to work on. So you would be seeing what they're working on. You'd even see where they are on the slide. You see every little change they are making on the slide. You understand? Just like I said, so this is the same thing that you can do on Google Doc, right? You can also do it here on the Google Slides. Don't worry, after this session, I'm going to share you all a link where like it's a link to videos on how you can, better understand what I've said so far, to show you how you can navigate all of these tools. Every single what's the word now? Like every single thing you can do on these tools, like how you can design better, what you can do on a Google Doc, right, and every other Google Workspace tools that I've made available for us for free. So now this is like a sample, right? This is presentation title. You can, like I said, you can edit on this completely. You can take out this completely, edit to what you want. The presentation title, you can do the same thing. Like I mentioned, you want to change the name first so that this saves automatically in your drive. For instance, YTP slides, save. Now, this is saved already in your drive. Let's go back to our drive. Remember I said this is our drive. On our drive, you will see it there now. Okay, this is not refreshed. Let me refresh it. If I should refresh this now, because we've just opened this, you will see it on your Google Drive. Now, can you see this? You can see the YTP slide, you can see the YTP Google Doc, right? So, okay, someone's mic is unmuted. Okay. Now, all of this, like I said, they are all on the drive, right? So this just take me back to the time when I mentioned that for everything that you work on, you can always access them on Google Drive. So even though you're not even using them on your system, on your laptop, as long as you log in on any devices, wherever you are, on any devices, once you log in with your Google account, you would have all of this that you've worked so far, you've done so far on the Google Drive. Like I said, it is not saved on your system. For you to have them on your system, you would need to literally download it, right? And by downloading it, you just to click on this, and you'll see the option of download. Wow, this is taking so long. I'm just sorry that this is slow. Like what I'm doing right here is slow. Yeah, you will see the option to download. Okay. Why am I not seeing it here? Organize share. Okay, maybe directly from here. If I'm not seeing that from here, you always see that if you want to download straight to your system, you can just say download and share either the Microsoft PowerPoint or PDF, right? Most times it's not available to use all of this. If you're talking about presentation, so either you want to save it as Microsoft PowerPoint or as a PDF document, right? Same thing with your Google Doc too, right? If you want to download directly straight to, the same thing to Microsoft Word or as a PDF. Again, so you is requesting the document in this format, maybe that's an open document format or as a plain text or as a web page format and all like that. But most times nobody really asks for stuff like that. So that is that, right? So we're not really going to be talking about how to create slides, just so you know, right? I'm just letting you know of all of the tools that you can find on a Google Workspace, right? That has been made available for all sorts to use, as long as you have a Google account. You understand, right? So that is that for Google Workspace, right? Like I said, you can get samples, different samples. You can even go online, right? There are also other sites where you can get samples of very good slides, and they will be in the format of the Google Works of sorry, they'll be in the format of Google Slides. So once you download them and import on Google Slides, you can easily edit, to fit into what you want. Now, back to what we have here. We have the Google Sheet as well. So on the Google Sheet, this is just very, very easy. Same thing too. So just know that when it comes to using tools like or apps like Google Sheets, Google Slide, Google Document, you can bring people on board as a collaborator. You can share, right, directly for them to have access to the document. And meanwhile, while they have access to the document, for every single thing that you change on the document, they would see it from their end. For instance, when I clicked on when I typed this is a Google this is a session on how to use Google Workspace. For every single thing I edit here, anything I type here, anybody that has access to the link that has been shared, they would see it. they would see those changes that you've made so far. You understand? And this also goes straight to the drive. You can also share a link to a folder, right? Man, this is a whole lot. Honestly speaking, like I mentioned, if we have to go deep into all of this, there's usually like different sessions on how to use each of these tools, specifically, right? So this is me just running through a lot of them. And I hope that I'm not confusing all of you. Honestly speaking, that's just my hope that I'm not having to, take your mind through different aspects of the workspace. Okay, I see there's some comments. Let me just quickly go through the comments that we have. Oh, today's topic. Oh, okay. Well, I thought that has been shared already, right? Okay. But before I move on, has there been any questions so far? Anything that you need me to go back on? Maybe you didn't quite understand, or anything that you want to learn that you know of? Maybe you don't really know how to navigate it as of now. You might just want to just let me know. Even though I've not even mentioned anything. Like I said, so just so you know, so this session is just me going over a lot of things. So at any point in time, I just bring something up, I can just go straight into it. If you get what I mean. So if maybe before now you have any pending question, or maybe like you've had one issue or the other, or there's something that you want to learn, or you want to try to do that that people use, and maybe you want to just leverage it, like you want to make use of it too as well. You can just drop a question, or just draw my attention to it. All right, this yeah, I think it's recorded. Yeah, it is recorded. It is recorded. Yeah. So like I said, if you have any question, if you need me to, speak about something that I've not spoken about, right, do let me know. Like I said, I might not really go deep into something, but if you draw my attention to anything, right, based on what you see or what you know about, just let me know. I will run you through that. All right. Yes, can we see us? So you can't see my screen? Oh, okay, so that was the previous question. Is Gmail account the same as Google account? Yes, yes, yes. No, Gmail account is your email account, which is part of like the Google account. So Google account, so indirectly, like I could say they're the same thing, if you get what I mean now. So as long as you have a Gmail account, right, you already have, can this be used without internet? So that's the thing. You can't like work effectively offline. Sorry that I've had to jump questions. I'll come back to your question. Let me just answer this question one at a time. Okay, find this record I know me uploaded. Sorry, you'll have to speak to Shifa about that. I don't really know much on that. So yeah, patience. If you have, I wish you're connected with your laptop. As long as you have Chrome. So once you have Chrome already grants you access to all of this. And the way you can have Chrome is if you have a Google account. How can you have a Google account is if you already even have a Gmail account. So as long as you have a Gmail account, you already have a Google account. You understand what I mean? So if you have a Gmail account, just go to Chrome, right, and try to log in, try to open the Chrome with your account. I'm trying to see if I can do something like that quickly here. It won't even work because I'm ready on Chrome, so that would not even work right now. Let me see if I can use this. I want to try something though. I've not really done this before, but just so that patients and maybe any other person here would understand what I'm saying. Wow, this might take a while, so let me just. Yeah, so if you check on any browser, Google Chrome, and I want to see if I can log in myself without having to. Okay, this is just me downloading. So the thing is this, once you have Chrome, if you don't have Chrome, you can just see the way I can download right now, right? You just have to download the Chrome first, right? But definitely, I'm sure you have Chrome. Just check your phone or check your laptop. If you don't have it on your laptop, you have to download. But on your phone, it definitely comes with the phone. Except maybe wherever you got it from, maybe they didn't just, they didn't. It's not part of the features on the phone, right? So once you have that, okay, yeah, I think there's a way I can do it now. So because I'm using a Mac, I'm not sure if I can. I'm trying to do something quickly. Okay, people now, hard person. I don't want to go through that route. I don't want to go through that route. I wanted to show you how you can just, get access to this. Let me add a person. Now, this is Chrome. Now, welcome to Chrome. Now, cancel. So right now, this is like a Chrome without any user. Like, let's assume that there's no account. There is an account, but accessing the Google Workspace now has not been made available. Let's put it like that. Page is not responsive. Wait. Yeah, let's get started. Already a Chrome user. Let's get started instead. Next. Continue. So what you need to just open it is just your email. Now, Patience, can you see this now? Now sign into Chrome just using your email. Let's assume I'm using Michael. I don't just go through because I already have one, so I don't even have like another account that I can use. But if you go through this and you put in your email address, you click on next, you type in your password, automatically, once you do that, it will just take you straight to the workspace itself, right? Which is what I've been showing you before now. You will just end up seeing something like this. Once you are done with all of those things I just showed you, right? You just see something like this. And automatically, once you click here, you see all of the apps available to you for use. This too applies on your phone. So you can also do this on your phone. Once you open Chrome, right, on your phone, you just log in and you'll see the workspace there too. I wish I can share my screen on my phone with you so you could see this. So that is how you can access that directly. Let me go back to the other questions. Okay, I see a question here. I'm going to answer that question. I see a very long question. All right, so I'm going to jump on Microsoft Excel soon, and lastly, the form. Sorry, not Microsoft Excel. I mean Google Sheets. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it, Google Sheets. Then let me just answer Joy's question. So she said I learned a few things on this topic before. My question is, what kind of online jobs require that we use the Google Workspace? Please give an example on how to monetize the skills. Kind of difficult for me to know how to leverage this. Yeah, so you can monetize it. So most of the time, people use this as what are they called now? What's this popular job where they mostly use the Google Workspace? Oh my goodness, what's the word? Virtual assistant. Yeah. So people that apply for roles around virtual assistants, this is basically what they use. But that's how you come in to assist anybody, to assist a manager or assist anybody that owns a business, right? So for most of us that maybe like want to, apply for roles around virtual assistants, if you do not know how to use stuff like this, it will be a problem, right? Although most jobs like that, they usually take them on a training, right? They don't just leverage on Google Workspace, they also use a lot of tools. But Google Workspace is an added advantage, right? Because you can do a lot with Google Workspace. You can create a form that you want to share with the public. You can do a lot of things using the Google Workspace. All right. What which of these
I
can we use?
can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Wow, wow, wow. Please, can anyone else confirm?
You can hear you, sir.
Okay, I guess it's your network, please. Just check. That should be your network.
You can
All
hear
right.
it from me.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so whoever that says she can't hear me, I guess it's your network, please. All right, so which of these can be used for content calendar in case we are sending it to a client? Okay, now for content calendar, right? So you could use so you could either create from scratch. You could use the Google sheet, right? You can also just create a table, right, on Google Doc, but that could also be a lot sometimes. But most of the time, we'll just advise you use Google Sheet because then again, you can extract content from Google Sheet and place on Google Doc. That can be done too. In case you want it to have the format of a Google Doc as opposed to a Google Sheet, if you get what I mean. So you can either use any of them, but most of the time you can also just use Google Sheet. But then again, you can also just search. Let's try something. I've never tried it before, but let's try something quickly. If you can see something like that on this, I want to try something quickly. Hmm. I'm just waiting for when they will connect this to an AI so that you can just easily just ask any question on this and she just provide you a sample directly, honestly speaking. Because this is very, very limiting. It just provides you with what they have so far or whatever it has been updated with, if you get what I mean. But let me just quickly search for something. Content calendar. Let me have a few of templates. Images. So you can see most of the time, you can see them as Google Sheets, right? So that's why I was saying that most of the time, it's even best used on Google Sheets. So let me go on Google Sheet and see if there is actually a sample there that you could use. Where is that? Okay, yeah, I'm not there already self. I didn't even know that. I was looking at my tabs. Okay, so this Google Sheet. These are samples, team rosters, work, invoice, weekly time sheets, annual business budget, expense report, purchase order, employees. Okay. Website traffic dashboard. This okay. This is even an add-on. Interesting. Analytics dashboard. I have a call. Okay. Gantt chart. Most some of us might not really know this, but yeah. Attendance. Okay. I don't think there is a sample here. Event marketing timeline. Okay, this is also something that digital marketers use. And sometimes that could even suffice for not suffice for content calendar anyway. They're different entirely though. But what I'm going to say is that so you see these samples, they are editable. Sometimes they might not really fit into what you want. So this is more of an event marketing timeline template. Okay. Let me just move away from this. But like I said, these are samples, right? So now, like I said, you can, how you can even make money from this. So if you even apply for the role of a virtual assistant, these are samples that you can easily just get, and they would even help. Sorry, pardon me, please, one sec. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yes. So like I said, these are just samples, right? Let me go back. Um, I'm not a digital marketer. I do not create content calendar, but I know that you could easily use the Google Sheet. So if you have a sample, you can just replicate it like using your Google Sheets. Then again, there's something I would really love to show on ChatGPT, but I don't want to open ChatGPT on this system because it's not even going to open in the first place. So this system has been restricted from using ChatGPT. Maybe you might not really understand. Yes, so that there's this thing you can do on system that is to just restrict some apps. So this is actually a work system, and I can't access ChatGPT with this system. So I can't really show you all how to do stuff. Hello? Is anybody saying anything?
Sorry, yes, I'm the one. Please, sorry
Yeah,
for having you. Please, I want to ask that. Is it under Google Sheets you saw all these templates you are bringing out for the content calendar?
I didn't get that.
I said, is it under Google Sheets you saw all these templates for the content calendar you are bringing up?
Yes, now. Yeah, I got this from there.
Okay, because I've not
Yeah,
really explored it very much like that. I will check. I'm
yes,
familiar with the other, but this
yes.
one,
So
this
I
is
was showing you, I was showing you templates. So if you go back, right, you will
okay.
see this, right? You see this and what you've done. Like, so these are the things I've worked on in the past. Then you will see templates. If you click on this, you'll see template gallery, right? On template gallery, you will see a lot of templates that you can use, editable templates that you can use. So I was trying to see if I can see a specific content calendar, right? So I just clicked on this one that I saw that seemed a little bit like it. You get, but this event marketing timeline. So you can even see it, but you just have to just change it, to look more like the content calendar that you'd want to present. You understand? So this was where I picked up that stuff that you saw. So if you click on this, it will bring it up, and then you start to edit. You change the name, change the title, and like I said, once you change the title, it saves automatically, right? So this is what, based on that template I picked on, I saw, right? So this is what we have here, and you can edit on it. So you can just change this title completely. So it's still loading.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Uh, can you teach us how to build a landing page and e-commerce website before the end
Ah,
of this program?
landing page. Okay, not today, Abby. Okay, maybe not today. Oh.
Not today. I said before the end of this program.
Okay. Just speak to Shiva on that. If Speak to Shiva on that. I might not even be the one to go teach you guys on that, but I might be the one, but maybe someone else. But yeah, but
Okay.
that would be
How to
good.
build a
But
landing page
that
and e-commerce website?
okay, do you say how to create it? Is that what you said? Did you just say how to create it?
Hello,
Is
sir.
that what
Uh,
Yeah. Are you asking how
uh,
to create it? Ha.
uh,
That's
uh,
going
uh,
to be a lot. But there is their what's it called now? Using WordPress and stuff like that. There are ways you can also still, create them with a template. Not like template, but that the word is not even template now. So there are stuff that you could use and replicate and just rework on, right? Instead of having to like go back and start doing the whole back end extra work. But anyway, like I said, maybe you might want to speak with the program manager about that. Like, oh, you guys want to learn something like this, right? You might bring
okay.
somebody on board on that, right?
It will be good if you can teach us before the end of the program.
All right.
Mm.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so thank you for that. So back to this. So for anything you want to do, you can edit this, you can change the word. You don't have to use this word you're seeing. Sometimes you just like the structure of this Excel sheet. Because this was created with Google Sheets, if you know, right? But most of us having to come up with this thing from scratch can be a whole lot. But yes, this was created from the Excel from the Google Sheets, right? So that's why most times when we just see template, we just want to work straight, work with with the templates. You understand? So what we just need to do is just to change the words, change every single thing, right? Maybe take out some things that are not, necessary, right? So that is just it basically. All right, that is that. Let me see if I have any other question before I move on. Which of these can be used for? Okay, I think I just answered that. Can this be used without internet? Yeah. So this cannot really be used without, so for it to be very effective. Yes. So I know that sometimes I've tried it without internet. There's some times whereby I don't know. I think it's dependent on the internet. So there's some time where you work without internet, and once you come online, it doesn't reflect the changes that you've made when you're working without internet. I've had that issues, right, at some point. Why there are most cases, I think for Google Slide, you can work with that, but I think it's Google Doc that does that sometimes. So even sometimes you can't even edit. Once you are off the internet, you can't even edit on it. Like you can only work on it using the internet. And it's not a problem because even using internet, it doesn't take so much data. It doesn't even take any data like that. Maybe like in bits, if you get what I mean. Like it just takes data in bits. You understand? So it's not like as if you are, you are presenting one image or, you're not doing anything so much that will, suck up data. So it's just advisable that if you want to use, Google, and you want to work on a Google Workspace, just work using a good internet, right? I don't know if I've been able to answer that question. Then also, does Google Sheet work exactly like Microsoft Excel? Yeah, it does. So for every single thing that you can do on the Microsoft Excel, you can do it on the Google Sheet. I'm going to open the Google Sheet for you shortly, right? Yeah, the class should end in 1:50. Oh, wow. It's supposed to end by 2 o'clock, interestingly. Now this is 1:50. So maybe like by 2:30. Yeah, before 2:30, the class should end because I even have something else to do. Now, can we learn on how? Oh, okay. I think I already answered that question. Okay, landing page will be taking us out. Thank you, Joy. Honestly speaking, we've not touched on LinkedIn note when I'm still writing. You guys will be learning that tomorrow, I think. All right, please, can you go over the event marketing topic again? Think get how you got there. Okay, I think I've done that already. Omoyemi, seeing your question, I think I've answered that already. I've gone through that aspect already. Okay, please, if you have link for the last class recording, kindly drop. Okay, great. All right, I think that question is enough for now. If you have any questions, just drop them. I'll go over them. All right, so quickly straight to Google Sheets. Let me go back to our drive. Now, this is our drive, right, as you can see. So now Google Sheet, just like I had mentioned, they work the same way with Microsoft Excel. Now, the sweet thing about this, just like I said with Google Sheets, and by Google Sheet, I mean I mean Google Doc, yeah. Google Doc and Google Slide. You can also, add anybody to the sheet to edit. You can share the sheet for them to view. You can share the sheet for them to make comments on it. Whatever thing you want to do, just the way you can, edit on Google Doc. That's the same thing you can also do on Google Sheet. Okay, so now this is how it looks like the blank Google Sheet. You can see it's very similar to an Excel sheet. So now let's assume we want to create a document. Same thing like we did the other time. Please, let's always not forget to name because this is something that we mostly forget to do. So we can open a document and start working on it and we forget to rename it. You understand? We just download straight up. For Microsoft Excel, before you download, you would always that option for you to rename. I think it works here, but for some reason, I've seen issues whereby people just download a document without even renaming it. So that is why I always like to start first by naming the document. YTP Google Sheets. Okay, that's not spelled correctly. Google Sheets. So with this, it is, you can see saving, save to drive. Automatically it's saved to drive. If I go back to my drive, you'll see it there shown. So, and all of these documents, you can access them on any devices. I know I've said this thing, I just keep having to repeat it because I just want you all to just understand that, right? If I should refresh this, it's going to reflect. Now refreshing the Google Drive, it's going to show that it's already on the document, on the drive, I mean. You can see it now. See that we've created YTP document, Google document. We've created a YTP slides. You can see YTP slide here. And now YTP Google Sheets. Now, back to the Google Sheet. I don't think I need to do so much now with the Google Sheet, right? So same thing, just for you to input data. Maybe you want to create, if you want to do something like one of us had mentioned content calendar. We can also do that from here. Just expand on it. Merge document, merge columns together. Maybe like we have something long. Maybe like want to type something, that this space is just too small for. We can expand it. We can merge both of them together. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you can merge together. So there's a lot of things you can do, merge together and type. Okay, oh, this is merging the whole of it together. So you can merge these two together and type YTP, just type anything that you want to type there. YTP, I'm just going to type PPP like that. Right, okay. And you can also unmerge. There's a lot of things you can do with this. So like I would say, sometimes practice make perfect, some of us might not really know how to, use stuff like this. So you need to, always try to, develop something. For some of us that have businesses, you can take record of your business, right? Maybe the money that has been coming in and money that's going out. Just create an heading, for instance. Now I'm not going into business aspect. Income, expenditure. No, more like item. I think that's how item. Is that how they put it? But amounts. The balance bill, CBL, did they call it or what? Balance breakdown or something. Yeah, you can make this bold. Just anything you want to do, you can increase the fonts. You can even add, for instance, now in this case, insert column to the left so that we can have our serial number, so we can list them out. S/N. Sorry. So one thing about Google Sheets, just like Google Doc, just like Microsoft Excel, they have formulas. Formulas also work here. I don't know if most of us, use formulas on Microsoft. What am I typing? On Microsoft Excel. So you can also use formulas here too. Equals to, you will see formulas that you could use, B1, and you can learn about these formulas. So also one thing I do here, like if you want to increase this number to like 100, instead of you to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all like that, you can highlight all of this and drag down. You drag down, you can see 59, for instance. So instead of you to manually type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not about Microsoft Excel, it's so automated that you can multiply, make additions. You don't have to do something manually per se. The only thing you have to do manually is just to impute data that the Excel cannot just generate for you, if you get what I mean. So, but once you've put in those data for every other thing that you want to do on the Excel, you get maybe like to populate it or to to Sorry about the network again. Showing back my screen. Okay. Okay, great. So yeah, you can even change the color. Maybe like you want to make this whatever color it is. You can change the color at the back, background color to let's say green, and you have this here just to make it, not just because you want to make it look good, but because you want to like draw their attention to the area of the Excel sheet that has the information that is required that needs to be seen. You get so you can make all of this to Control A and add the lines, right? So a lot of things that you can do. So just like Microsoft,
It's 2 o'clock.
my God, it's 2 o'clock already. Interesting. That's very, very fast. So anything, for anybody that knows how to navigate their way using Microsoft Excel, you would easily be able to find your way around the Microsoft, the Google Sheets. And like I said, you can share your document. The same thing that you can do with the Microsoft Word. You see Microsoft Word every time. With the Google Doc, you can also do them here to share documents, grant access. You can restrict them to just viewing only. You can restrict to just for them to comment. You can restrict them to be an editor. By editor, I mean them also having access to edit on the document. You understand? So once you do this, you copy the link and you paste it and share it with whoever you want to share with. You want to share it with. So once they click on the link, they have access to it. And whoever that is clicking on the link would also need to have access to. Would also need to have a Google account. Yeah, that's the only way they can also have access to it. Okay, is that necessary? I'm not even really sure about that. I think not really. I think you can even log in. You can get on a document offline. I think so. Like when I mean like wherever you share the link with, I think they can actually even access it, without even having a Google account. All right. Do I have any question? Let me check if there's any question so far before I move forward. Any question, on this? So does it mean that I have a potential where I have to use slides? I can easily log into Gmail and use the drive to access the files instead of downloading with Microsoft. Exactly. Yes. So you don't even need to, download whatever. You can just go straight to your drive, access the slide, and make presentation there. For instance, this YTP slide that I've just done. Okay, I didn't do anything anyway. So this is the template. Remember, this is the template that we've not even worked on. So let's assume you're making a presentation. You don't even need to download it, right? You can just, go straight to the slide and click on slideshows, and automatically you're presenting, right? You're presenting this already. So that is that. I don't know if I've answered your question, Joy. Is there any question from any other person, just to confirm? Any question before I move forward with this? Okay, great. You're welcome, Joy. Yeah, so also with the Google form, so most of the time we'll see forms, we're wondering, how did they create this form? You might be thinking maybe the form was created with, from one very, very serious application. No. So even we ourselves, we can create forms that we want to send out to people for us to, maybe like a survey form, for instance. So let me just go straight to form. That'll be the last thing I'll speak about before I end the session. If you if you have link to the last class record, yeah. Everybody keeps asking this question. on the link that has access to the document with all of the recordings, right? Yeah, so she said and that will be uploaded. Yes, the video session that I mentioned, I would share that with you. Yeah, I will share that with you. Thank you. That's using Google form, right? Just to confirm, Joy. Joy, can you please confirm that? Can anybody confirm that you guys have been taught that using Google form? Then also, I can see a question about, please, can we copy the Microsoft? Can you copy from Microsoft from PowerPoint to? Yes, you can. So that's another thing. Let me just quickly show you that. So you can upload any document on the drive. So let's assume. So this is the drive again, right? This is new. You can upload a folder. Maybe you have like a document that is not on your drive. Maybe you want to save them on your drive. You don't want to have them on your system. You don't want to have them on your phone. Maybe you want them on your drive so that you can access them at any time easily. You need to upload them on your drive. So how do you do that? You just click on File Upload. File Upload now in this case will be for like the Google, the PowerPoint presentation that you have that's been downloaded on the system, on the app, or sorry, pardon me, that is downloaded already on your computer or on your laptop, wherever the drive is logged on, right? So if, like for instance, now this drive is on my system, if I want to upload something on the drive, I'm uploading something on my system now, which is not on my drive. So this is my download, right? And okay, good, great. This is the slide now. This is the PowerPoint presentation. This Daniel Food pitch deck is a PowerPoint presentation, as you can see. Now, if I click on this and I upload, open, you will see that it will be uploading here. It will upload on my drive. Can you see this? Can you see this here? Please, someone should just confirm. You can see this uploading one item.
Yes, I
And you
can
can see
see
that
that.
it's a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah, great. So once this has been uploaded, okay, it's still uploading. Once this has been uploaded, you can access this with your Google Slides and edit. Do you understand? So I'm just waiting for it to be uploaded completely. Now, it's completely uploaded, and you can even search for where it is on the drive, which you can see show file location. So you can just to know where it is. Either way, you can just click on it to open the presentation. But let me just first show you where it is on the document, on the drive. I mean, okay. So this is the drive, and where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, you can see that it has even highlighted it. This is it here. Daniel Food pitch deck. This is the edition. If I click on this, it will have to open on my Google Slide, because Google Slide is the app that opens presentation. You get. So that the close to this, that sometimes it might scatter like more like alter the content, not all the time. So there's some content that are really, really intact, so it doesn't even alter it at all. There are some that whoever that worked on it, maybe they didn't just do it so well. And so once you upload on your Google Drive and you try to open it on Google Slide, the contents are a bit altered. They are not really in alignment. So now this is it now. So what I uploaded was a Google slide. So it was a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, right? And now this is now it on my Google Slides. And you can see this is even intact. So everything seems to be okay here. Perfect. Right. Okay, what is that? Let me take this out. This is supposed to be a personal work. All right. I don't know if I've been able to answer that question. All right. We've been taught how to create survey KK. Yeah, yes, we've been taught. Yeah, we've been taught. Okay, great. We've done Google form for creating survey. Great. All right, I think that is that for now. I'm going to pause on this. We might have another session again in the future I don't that'll be dependent on Schaefer, just to go over a few other things around Google tools, around the digital tool that you could use. I think you all have been taught on how to use Canva. If not, there'll be a class on that, right? On how you can, design using Canva. Maybe just minimal designs, not really too in-depth, right? Okay, so Margaret says no. So yes, that will be, you guys would have a session on that, on how to use Canva. So Canva is another, interesting digital tool that you could use, right? That on Canva too, you can also collaborate, you can share links for anyone to have access, to what you're designing, and also for them to also design on it too, right? I was supposed to, take you guys through Calendly, but that would be for another time. Okay, I think that's for now. I've spoken about file sharing, having to share documents, um, also storage, how to store, right? So I think that'll be that for now. I think we've been able to meet up with time for now. This is 2:06, so we might not even be up to 2:30. Shaper, I don't know if you're on the call, they're requesting for the attendance. Yeah, so Joy, yeah. So you guys would have a session on Canva from what I've gathered from Shaper. Do you have any question from any other person? Anything that has not been, touched on, or anything that you feel like I maybe need to add, to this? Please just let me know. Any question? Any question? Any question before we call this a day? All right. So the attendance will be shared shortly. So can we get record on Friday onto this class? Yeah, Shaper will respond to that too. Okay, so today's Zoom will be ready once the recording has been fully processed. It takes time for the recording to be processed. So maybe like in an hour or 2 hours time, you should have the recordings for today, this class. All right, then for the link, please just give me a few seconds. Let me see if I can get the links to to other stuff that you could use, other Google tools that you could also use and learn from, right? Just give me a few seconds, please. Just stay on the call. Do not leave yet. Let me try and see, because I have it saved somewhere else. So let me just quickly see if I can get that. If either way, if I can't even get it now, I would share across with Schaefer to share with you all.
Hi everyone. So the attendance link is on the chat box. You can fill the attendance there.